Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by the Liberty Times, French counterintelligence services have successfully dismantled 9 illegal secret police stations operating within the country. These clandestine outposts, which directly linked to China's public security system, were disguised as local hometown associations and business chambers. In reality, they were used to monitor France's population of approximately 600,000 Chinese diaspora members and gather intelligence. The investigation revealed that the network's exposure was triggered by a dramatic incident in March 2024 at Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. Beijing agents attempted to kidnap a 26-year-old Chinese dissident, Ling Huazan, and force him onto a flight back to China. Fortunately, French police intervened at the last moment to block the abduction, sparking a comprehensive year-long investigation into the underground policing network. The French Ministry of the Interior confirmed that deportation orders have been issued for 3 Chinese leaders responsible for coordinating these operations. 2 have already been expelled, while the 3rd remains in legal proceedings. Similar illegal Chinese police hubs have also been targeted and shut down by other countries, including the Netherlands, Spain, and Canada, amid growing global concerns over transnational repression. According to a report by the Asahi Shimbun, International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, Director General Rafael Grossi visited the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant on June 24th. During a press conference held after his inspection, Grossi addressed the decommissioning timeline set by the Japanese government and Tokyo Electric Power Company, TEPCO, which aims for completion by the year 2051. Grossi characterized the 2051 target as a very logical and cautious estimate. This target was originally established in December 2011, 9 months after the triple meltdown, and has remained unchanged since. However, Grossi's supportive view contrasts sharply with that of many domestic nuclear experts and researchers. For instance, Toyoshi Fukuta, former chairman of the Nuclear Regulation Authority, and other researchers have expressed skepticism, with a vast majority viewing the 2051 goal as originally difficult and highly unrealistic. In his conference, Grossi also touched upon other international nuclear issues, including nuclear inspections in Iran. According to a report by Thai Sounds, the South Korean government is in active discussions with industry giants Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix to expand their semiconductor production capacity. This move comes in response to the explosive global demand for microchips fueled by the rapid development of artificial intelligence. Kim Yong-bom, the chief of staff for policy at the South Korean presidential office, announced during a press conference that talks regarding the establishment of a new semiconductor cluster are nearing completion, with an official announcement expected soon. To support the AI revolution over the next 7 to 8 years, the government is urging the 2 major manufacturers to accelerate construction, aiming to complete the expansion goal 10 years ahead of schedule, between 2034 and 2035. Furthermore, discussions are underway for the next stage of large-scale investments, which includes identifying a massive new site to construct a second major semiconductor cluster. According to CNA, the Singapore Institute of International Affairs, SIIA, has issued a red warning in its Haze Outlook 2026 report, indicating a high risk of severe transboundary haze in Southeast Asia for the remainder of the year. The risk is expected to peak between August and September. The heightened threat is attributed to a combination of meteorological and economic factors. A strong El Nino is projected to bring exceptionally hot and dry conditions to the region, which could be further exacerbated by a positive Indian Ocean dipole. At the same time, geopolitical and shipping disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz have driven up fertilizer and fuel costs, potentially pushing smaller agricultural producers to use cheap, unsustainable burning methods for land clearing. Additionally, rising demand for biofuels has increased the pressure to expand plantations, while budget cuts in Indonesia are placing local fire management resources under strain. The dry season will serve as the first major haze prevention test for Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto. While the Indonesian government has increased state oversight of agribusinesses, the potentially severe weather conditions will test the region's fire prevention and coordination measures. NHK reports that Japan is preparing to launch negotiations for an economic partnership agreement, EPA, with Mercosur, a five-nation South American trade bloc, this summer. Negotiators from both sides are gearing up for challenging discussions as they seek reciprocal tariff concessions. Japan intends to request that Brazil and Argentina eliminate their 35% tariff on imported automobiles, along with 10 to 20% duties on key auto parts, such as gasoline engines. Conversely, the Mercosur bloc includes some of the world's largest and most competitive meat exporters. Currently, Japan imposes a 38.5% tariff on beef imports from the region, as well as approximately a 10% levy on chicken. There are growing concerns in Tokyo that South American negotiators will push for significant cuts to these agricultural tariffs to boost their exports. As a result, Tokyo negotiators face a complex dilemma, finding a way to secure a trade agreement that benefits Japan's export industries while simultaneously shielding domestic meat producers from intense foreign competition. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.